Hey everybody, I'm a Canadian and my name's Greg. Who is inciting hatred and who is creating division in Canada? I'm Greg Wycliffe, People's Party candidate for Parkdale High Park. I have a degree in media studies from UWO, or now Western University. I also have a radio broadcasting diploma from Fanshawe College. I've worked for 6 years in media broadcasting and digital media here in Toronto. In this video, I'm going to show you some more mainstream news coverage of the People's Party of Canada. We're going to quickly look at how this coverage characterizes Maxime Bernier, our party, and our beliefs. Then I'm going to juxtapose that with the actual characteristics of Maxime Bernier, our party, and what we believe. Spoiler alert, they don't line up. I'm going to be as unbiased as possible in this video, but I have to tell you, and they don't call him Mad Max for nothing, because this is very frustrating. And I'll tell you more about why I'm upset at the end of this video. Let's jump into this first one here from Global News. Former neo-Nazi, Pegida Canada official among People's Party of Canada signatories. Now, I'm going to do another video where I analyze how these articles are written and their different kind of traits that most of them usually have. But let me just go down here to one important tidbit of information. The party, the People's Party of Canada, cut its ties with Walker, this alleged former neo-Nazi, last month after his past involvement in the white nationalist movement came to light. So this is an action that the People's Party of Canada took that is separating them, denouncing neo-Nazism, and it's an action that they took that I think reflects the actual values of the party. Unfortunately, this act that speaks to the actual values of the People's Party of Canada is just one sentence in this long article. And most importantly, that action that we took to denounce and separate ourselves from white supremacy and neo-Nazis did not make the headline. No, the headline just has a negative association there. And in my opinion, this mischaracterizes the People's Party of Canada. Let's look and see what Maxime Bernier said back in November 8th, 2018.
I'll give you an example. So for us, we want less immigration. But if we have somebody who does not believe in immigration, anti-immigration, that person is not welcome in our party.
So they can't be anti-immigrant. What else can't they be?
White supremacists, people like that. We don't want people like that. I was clear. We are building a new culture, and we want to be sure that these people are coming with us for the right reason.
Well said, Max. And credit where credit's due. Well done, CBC. This is a great, fair interview done November 8th, 2018. Not even 2 months after the People's Party of Canada was founded. Definitely have a link to that full interview in the description below. Let's go to the next article. I believe this is the Edmonton Star, right? Yeah, Edmonton. Maxime Bernier criticized for posing with members of Northern Guard at Calgary Stampede. Personally, I've never heard of Northern Guard. Not even sure if Maxime Bernier has heard of Northern Guard, judging by this picture. However, this picture has been shared a lot all over the place. And again, I feel like it mischaracterizes our party. This article in particular has a lot of words that talk about these individuals surrounding Maxime Bernier and very little words dedicated to researching the actual beliefs of the People's Party of Canada. I'll highlight, I think, literally the 2 parts of the article that actually mention our beliefs or what the People's Party of Canada is saying. This is from our spokesperson, Martin. Mr. Bernier takes hundreds of pictures with everyone who asks at rallies and wherever he goes. He does not inquire about people's views before taking the picture, and he does not know the people you are referring to. Despite saying that, the journalist of this article did a whole bunch of research on the Northern Guard and tells us all about their views and is just doing their best to associate that with the People's Party of Canada and our beliefs. There is one mention of our actual beliefs right here. Bernier has said racists are not welcome in the party. Once again, just this one sentence here, just one sentence in this long article, not that long, but only this one sentence here that actually reflects our actual views. I asked the question at the beginning, who is creating division? Who is inciting hatred in this country? My next question is, why do we commonly see photos like this, headlines like this? Why don't we see more photos of this? The actual candidates that make up the People's Party of Canada. The actual characters that make up the People's Party of Canada. Let me introduce Baljit Bawa, Brampton Centre. He's a former Liberal, and Bawa was selected as one of RBC's top 25 Canadian immigrants in 2011. Let me introduce Salim Mansur, London North Centre People Party candidate, also a former Conservative. Fun fact about Salim Mansur, he got kicked out of the Conservative Party because the Conservative Party apparently was afraid that they were going to be called Islamophobic. Salim Mansur is a Muslim, and he's also the Vice President of the Council of Muslims Facing Tomorrow, a group championing freedom, human rights, and gender equality in the Muslim world and Canadian Muslim community. Apparently, the Conservative Party didn't want that in their ranks for whatever reason. That's its whole own rabbit hole. Feel free to jump down that one. I will leave a link to all of these candidates and their websites and how to get in touch with them. Let me introduce Jigna Johnny for Scarborough Guildwood, PPC candidate. She is actually one of the top insurance advisors in Canada, a successful businesswoman, and I believe she immigrated to Canada just 14 or 15 years ago. Here is why, actually right before this clip, I'll link to this as well, but right before this clip, she talks about how if she becomes an MP, her salary is going to be cut in half. So
Then why I'm doing this? The Canada, which I made my home, my country 15 years back, is not the same. It's painful to say that the government has no common sense, no vision. It's not working for the people. Because I have been blessed by Canada, I have a skill, ability, and family support. I think it is my duty to step up and work for the people.
Thanks, Jigna Johnny. I really loved her sentiment in this video because I have a completely different background from Jigna Johnny, but I'm kind of running as a People's Party candidate for the same reason. So I thought that was a beautiful thing. Also interesting, I thought that I'd throw this in there. She posted that video on Twitter and it was getting a lot of traction because she does have a very beautiful story, successful businesswoman, Canadian immigrant running for the People's Party. For some reason, her main Twitter profile got suspended. Not sure why that is. I reached out. I don't know. Here is her new Twitter. She's trying to build up her followers again. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Let me introduce you to Hazar Alsabagh, People's Party candidate for Mississauga, Erin Mills. She's worked in both public and private sectors, industries such as customs and immigration, happens to be a Muslim woman. Listen, I don't like playing identity politics. Identity politics is essentially listing off the gender, the ethnicity, the religion as if they're points or something like that. It doesn't make me feel good doing that. I met these people at the PPC convention and I liked the quality of their leadership. I liked the energy. I liked the ideas they brought to the table. I liked the content of their character. And I liked them because I thought these are leaders that I think can help Canada. And I think they will make a great MP. That is why I like them. Nothing to do with any of these superficial characteristics. Which leads me into the next thing I'll show you, which is an email that Maxime Bernier and the PPC HQ received from CBC. Bryce here with the CBC. Can you folks turn over an up-to-date list of all out LGBTQ2S plus candidates running for the party in the coming federal election? Max says, no kidding. We've been getting several media requests like this one. No, we don't keep track of such things in our candidates database, or their religion, skin color, or even sex. They're all individual Canadians fighting for a better Canada. Well said, Max. Let me introduce you to Rob Lussier, PPC candidate for Brampton, Souris. I'll go to the thread here. Because after this email was sent out, Bryce saw it and said, Rob saw it and said to Bryce, the CBC, contact me if you want. I'm a gay Métis candidate for the People's Party of Canada. Lost my career when outed in the military. Harjit Sajjan and Justin Trudeau are still hiding secrets. They will not give up. Big story if you can handle it. A gay Métis candidate outed in the military. Sounds like a story CBC would want to cover, but unfortunately, as Rob mentions here, he reached out to Bryce. He's open for an interview. He got no response back. So here's CBC reaching out, wanting to know about our LGBTQ2S plus candidates, and then they don't even hear back. So I made a tweet chiming in, and this is kind of the thesis of the video maybe. I said, follow this thread. CBC News only wants to cover LGBT plus People's Party candidates if they can spin a story that is divisive and incites hate. Meanwhile, they will frame Justin Trudeau visiting a gay bar as a historic event. This double standard and hypocrisy is sickening. This mischaracterization of the People's Party of Canada is very damaging to our brand. It's damaging to the reputation of Maxime Bernier, and it's damaging to the reputation of every single People's Party candidate and member. And that's over 40,000 Canadians. We are the fastest growing Canadian political party in history. You don't see a headline about that. You don't hear about that in the news for some reason. Personally, I think it's a beautiful thing because we have a naturally diverse slate of candidates who just happened to come together because they really liked the platform. We liked the 4 principles: individual freedom, fairness, personal responsibility, and respect. Another potential story is we have over 40 veterans who make up candidates and also executives in the People's Party of Canada. And we have a veterans policy that was written by, heavily contributed by actual veterans, actual Canadian veterans. That, again, another great story that speaks to the character of the People's Party of Canada. And I've tried so hard to be as unbiased as possible in this video. Let me know how I did. It's really upsetting to me because I asked those questions at the beginning: who's creating division, who's is inciting hatred, because I've experienced hatred firsthand. And you know what? I can have sympathy for these people who are mad at the People's Party of Canada, because guess what? Especially here in the GTA, people are busy. You know, we don't have time to really disseminate and consume the news, and we're going to take it at face value. What's really concerning is that people have had no issue at all yelling at me in my face and calling me a racist, and yelling at an 18-year-old volunteer in the middle of the street, racist, get out of here, racist. This is disturbing. This is disturbing. These people have been misinformed, in my opinion, and unfortunately, some of the mainstream coverage, some of the news articles that get the most views in this country are completely misrepresenting our party and mischaracterizing what we believe in. Anyway, I'm going to do another video that kind of breaks down more how the characteristics of these different articles. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Like, subscribe, keep in touch. I'm going to leave all the contact info and all the links to everything I just showed you. And I'm Greg Wycliffe, People's Party candidate, Parkdale High Park. Thanks so much for watching, and we will talk to you very soon.